Hey folks, it's William with All Solar Texas. If you have solar salespeople coming to your front door, you're going to want to watch this video. I'm going to blow the lid off of the top 5 sales gimmicks to look out for. Stay tuned. Alright folks, but before we dive in, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tap on that notification bell. That keeps you up to date with all the latest energy news that we produce here on the channel and helps us out a little bit with YouTube. Also, give us a call, send us a text message, email us. We love hearing from you, whether or not you're an existing solar customer and you just have questions about your system, or if you're a potential solar customer and you want to get the best deal possible, reach out to us. We're here to help you. Alright folks, one of the biggest challenges that I have in the solar industry here in Texas is bad door-to-door salesmen for solar knocking on people's doors, telling them lies and ruining the whole business. Us at All Solar Texas, we operate with integrity. Our first goal is not to sell you something. Our first goal is to educate you. So today, I'm going to educate you on the top 5 gimmicks to look out for when a solar salesperson approaches you. Alright, so the solar sales pitch always starts here with a knock on your door. They know that if you answer, all they have to do is start spinning you some nice questions. Hey, have you ever thought about going solar? Would you like to pay zero money for going solar? Think of all the money that you're going to save. I got a deal for you that you can't refuse. Well, if you fall for that, and then you take the next step, which is letting them into your door, that's half the battle. They know that if they enter your house, they have a 50% higher chance of closing you. All you have to do is spot these 5 gimmicks and you won't have anything to worry about. Alright, so once they're in your house, what you'll do is you'll want to sit down at a table just like this, and they'll want to look right across from you and start pitching you. Well, what are the things that you need to look out for? Well, the very first sales gimmick is $0 down, no money out of your pocket, free solar. Now, we do have a lot of amazing financing options in the solar industry, which means that most of our financing is zero money down, but that doesn't mean that the cost of solar is nothing, all right? You still have to pay for your solar system. Now, it is subsidized by the 26% federal tax credit, and yes, it's true, you won't have any money down, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to pay for it. If they start pitching you an idea about you not having to pay for solar, that they'll cover the cost, most likely what they're trying to sell you is a PPA, or a power purchase agreement, or a lease. So what's the problem with a PPA or a lease agreement? Well, basically it's pretty simple. You don't own the solar system. So you now own a home, but you don't own the solar system that's on it. The solar company does. And so they're going to pay for it. They're going to keep your 26% federal tax credit. And if you ever want to sell your home for any reason, the potential home buyer now needs to qualify to take over that lease or to take over that power purchase agreement. It's not a good deal. The only way that solar is a good deal is if you own it. That means that you pay for that system. It's now part of the asset that is your home. And when it comes time to sell your home, it's actually much better for a potential buyer because they know they're going to walk into a home with no power bills. And if you own that system, they're going to pay you more for your home because of the cost savings that they're going to have on their electric bill. If you don't own that solar system, yeah, it's not going to cost you any money. Yeah, someone else is going to pay the bill. But it's going to be very difficult to sell your home. It's going to be even very difficult to market your home because people know that going into your home, if they were to put an offer and buy it, they're also going to have to take on the terms and agreements of the lease, of the power purchase agreement, and if they ever want to change or modify that system or remove that system, they're going to have to go through the solar company. It's not theirs. They don't own it. So don't fall for that trick. All right, number 2 is money back gift cards. I love this one. This is great. This is where a solar person will sit down and say, hey, if you sign today, we will give you a $500 Visa gift card or some amount like that. Well, what are they really doing? You're thinking you're getting a great deal. You think that the solar company is going into their pockets and giving you a $500 gift card so you can go and spend it on whatever you want if you sign today. The problem is they're not paying for it. You are. All of these little tricks and gimmicks are really just coming out of your pocket. So what's going to be the case is they're just going to mark up their commission on your solar sale and then give you your money back in the form of a Visa gift card and say it was their free gift for their appreciation and for the limited time offer that they had if you signed only today. Fall for it, folks. That money is yours from the beginning. Don't let them hand it back to you in the form of a plastic card. Okay, number 3, we will pay your utility bill. This one sounds very appeasing. So what does that actually look like? Well, they'll say, hey, if you sign a contract today, we will pay your utility bill for all of the months between now and when your solar system goes live. So you won't have any utility bills to pay between now and then if you sign today. So it sounds like a great deal, but once again, is the solar company paying for that? No, they're not. You're paying for that. All they're going to do is mark up their costs and take your money to pay your utility bill, meanwhile convincing you that they're doing you a favor. Don't fall for that one either. All right, number 4, a signing bonus. Many sales reps will say, if you sign today, we'll give you a $1,000 check once your system's installed. Or if you sign today, then we'll give you a $1,000 check by the end of next week, putting money back in your pocket. Again, that's not their money that they're giving you. They're giving you your money back. Now, all contracts here in Texas have a 3-day limit on when a customer can cancel. So any of these little sales gimmicks that they offer you, they're all going to be after the 3-day time frame has lapsed, because now they have you locked into a contract. So that's one thing just to ask them. If there's any of these gimmicks that are going on, hey, when do you get that money? And I guarantee you they're going to tell you once the 3-day window is closed. In fact, they probably won't even bring up the 3-day window. In fact, they don't even want you thinking about terminating your contract, so they probably won't even mention it. And that's something else to consider. Every solar customer, once you sign a contract, has 3 days by Texas law to cancel or terminate that contract. But you'll never hear a solar salesperson talking about that. Why? Because they want to keep you in the contract. They don't want to educate you on your options. They don't want to educate you on your rights. Don't fall for it. Be smarter than that. All right, number 5, and this one is super interesting. It sounds like a fabulous deal, but it's just another gimmick. We'll give you free energy efficiency upgrades. So what does that look like? Oh, we'll throw in a Nest thermostat so that you can monitor all of your usage for your air conditioning unit. Or, hey, we'll install some LED light bulbs on us just if you sign today. Again, folks, that's the solar company taking your money by marking up their commission just to give you your money back in the form of a Nest thermostat, an LED light, or some other type of energy efficiency scheme. In reality, if you want to do those things yourself, it would cost you pennies on the dollar that they're going to charge you. And from an installation standpoint, you don't need a commercial licensed installer to install LED light bulbs. You just go out to the local hardware store, pick them up, unscrew your incandescent bulbs, and pop those babies back in. Boom. Now you are completely energy efficient when it comes to lighting. Same thing with a Nest thermostat or any other type of energy efficiency offering that they throw into your package. All right, folks, I just want to share a real quick text message that I got from one of the customers that we were working with. He's a young man, and his parents are a little bit older, and they were looking to get solar to save some costs in their retirement years. So he reached out to us, but sadly, he had a very disappointing story to share, which is all too common in the solar industry. He says, "Hey, William, sorry I didn't text you back. It turns out that my parents got scammed by another dubious provider and already signed a contract with them. And they didn't know anything about what they were signing. I would have much rather hired your services for a fair price, but these guys beat me to my parents and signed a deal already. But thanks for checking in with me." Folks, it happens every single day. Bad solar representatives, bad solar sales schemes and gimmicks are ruining this industry, and they're taking advantage of people by lying to them. I wish I could, say it some other way, but that's at the end of the day what it is. They're gimmicks, they're tactics, and they're not being honest with you. If you give us a call, our primary goal is always going to be to educate you first. Be very open and transparent with what you're buying and how much it's going to cost you. We'll work around different financing options. We'll show you what happens to your price if you wanted to add a battery or a generator or maybe some energy efficiency appliances. Our goal is not to sell you, because I'm convinced, and the reason why I got into this business is that solar will sell itself. Once you see the value and you truly understand and are educated on all the benefits of solar and backup power, you're going to want to buy it. All right, folks, that about wraps it up for today. But before you take off, please make sure to drop a comment below. Let us know, have you ever been pitched on any of these gimmicks? Also, let us know how we're doing. If you got a topic that you want to hear more about or just a question in general, drop it in the comment below. We'll reply personally and we'll get back to you quickly. Thank you all, and God bless.